Hello, my name is Johnny, and today I will be talking about immigration to Canada. Then and now. And wow, after researching this, I found that then sucked. Now is way better. Don't believe me? Well, there was this one guy named Clifford Sifton. He was the Minister of the Interior in 1896. He wanted people to move to the prairies, but they couldn't be just anyone. His ideal farmer was, and I quote, a stalwart peasant in a sheepskin coat, born on the soil with a stout wife and half a dozen children. If you didn't know, stalwart means trustworthy, hardworking, and loyal. Yes, these are all nice traits to have, but come on! And then people wonder where stereotypes come from. Yeah, so then Clifford only allowed white Europeans to start farms, not anyone else. Everyone who didn't fit Clifford's fairy tale were shut down because they weren't ideal. Oh, but it wasn't just him. The whole immigration system was corrupt. During both World Wars, there was a big anti-Germans attitude. I understand you don't want any spies, but even if you already lived in Canada and were German, everyone would hate you. Not to mention that it was virtually impossible for a Chinese person to get in. They were taxed on literally everything. Yeah, that's right. I'm talking head tax, landing tax, travel restrictions. The Canadian government did everything they could to keep the Chinese out of the country. And even if the person had enough money to get into Canada, then they were hated on. Why? I hear you cry. Why would anyone want to come to this awful, racist country? Well, my friends, I haven't. People came to be free. Maybe they wanted to escape war or something in their country. They were also promised free farmland and plenty of fertile soil and natural resources to go around. Immigrants of particular ethnic groups tended to settle in similar regions. There they could live as they had in their homelands, surrounded by people who spoke their language and shared their customs. That way, their culture would not die out, which is a big reason of why Canada is so multicultural. But not all people wanted it. Not all people even liked Canada. Despite the government's suggestions, many of the immigrants settled in urban areas to work in factories instead of farms, although most of these people weren't here to stay. Most of them just wanted to make a quick buck and then go right back home, whether to pay off a debt or buy a nice property. The ones that were unable to go home ended up starting families and living here. And why wouldn't you? You get 65 acres of land for free! That's the best deal I've ever heard! Okay, well, immigration actually got better after World War II. Canada opened up its borders to the rest of the world! And then shut them right back up again once the Cold War hit. And then they opened them again. By 1960, there was no longer discrimination towards immigrants. And 1971 was the first year where the majority of immigrants were non-European. Yay! We're progressive! Now no way of life is forced onto you. You can be anything. A pilot? A teacher? A dude sitting at a computer playing Fortnite. Now, instead of everyone only showing up because their old country was bad, now they're coming because our country is good. We got the free healthcare, the public education, the political leader with the nice hair, the low corruption and crime rates. The one thing has remained the same after 151 years. The promise of freedom. This is still a land of wonder, and much of it is still waiting to be explored. People who move here are told of such a great country where they can live a new life. After all, we still sing it every day before school. We are still glorious and free. We used to be a little racist, but we're still free. Alright, there we go. That was the end of the presentation. I hope you guys enjoyed. This took a really long time to make. I'm so sorry for the bad mic quality. Yeah, so this is very difficult to do. I really hope that Miss Iafredi is merciful when she marks these. So yeah, that's it.
Hi, Johnny's
Goodbye.
Bye bye.
Bye bye.
Johnny's
That's
class.
it. Bye.